Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn practically the MET assessment for the tight calf muscles, that is the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Now, tight calf can result in so many clinical problems like posterior thigh pain, posterior knee pain, calf pain, heel pain, as well as variety of foot problems. Therefore, it is important for a clinical therapist to assess and treat the shortness in the calf muscle. So let's start practically understanding how to perform the MET assessment to detect the tightness in the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles. To assess for the gastrocnemius and soleus muscle length, the patient is going to be in the supine lying position and the therapist is going to stand at the leg end of the treatment couch. Now, in this example, we are going to demonstrate how to assess for the calf muscle length on the right side. So to assess for the right side, the therapist is going to first cup the heel and the posterior part of the Achilles tendon of the right foot using the right hand, whereas the left hand of the therapist is going to hold the foot from the lateral side so that the fingers wrap around the dorsum and the thumb is placed around the medial border of the foot. From here, the therapist is next going to deliver a longitudinal traction to the heel of the patient so as to take out the slack from the calf muscle. And at the same time, with only very mild effort, the left hand thumb is going to push the foot towards the dorsiflexion. So here I am taking out the slack and trying to take the foot towards the dorsiflexion with very mild effort. And the therapist has to see whether the foot can be taken up to the 90 degrees. That is, the dorsiflexion should become neutral. The angle between the leg and the foot should become 90 degrees during this particular maneuver. Then only we can say that the muscle length is normal. Like in this case, I am finding that the resistance barrier has appeared and now I have to add extra force to take the foot into dorsiflexion. Now this is the first part of the test. For the second part of the test, the therapist is going to place a towel roll or a pillow under the patient's knee so as to flex it. And now we are going to again retest with the same maneuver the muscle length. And this time, because the knee is flexed, the test is now biased towards the soleus muscle. So again, the therapist performs the same maneuver, takes out the slack in the calf muscle using the longitudinal traction at the heel, and at the same time tries to take the foot towards dorsiflexion with very mild effort. And this time, as we can see, we are able to take the foot up to 90 degrees. That is, ankle is now neutral. And this is an interpretation that the tightness in the calf muscle is coming from the gastrocnemius and not the soleus. And in another circumstance, for the second part of the test, if during the performance we find that the resistance barrier again appears before taking the foot to the neutral, then this interprets that the gastrocnemius and both the soleus muscle are also tight. So for the first part, the interpretation is that if it is positive, gastrocnemius is tight and soleus might be tight. But for the second part, if we again find it positive, that means both muscles are required to be treated. And in the second part of the test, if we are able to achieve the neutral position and there is no resistance barrier, then gastrocnemius is only the muscle that has to be treated, as soleus is normal. So this is how the physiotherapist can perform the muscle length evaluation based on the MET concept to determine whether there exists any shortness within the gastrocnemius and soleus muscle. In our next video, we are going to practically demonstrate and cover how to release and restore the muscle length of the gastrocnemius and soleus. So see you all in our next video. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing, and stay connected.